This is a weekend of filming at Lance's dad's house for episode 1 of Theo and The Professor. Matt is the navigator.
Sure am.
How do we get there?
Looks like we're gonna take 22 down to old Evansburg.
Mm-hmm. So I know how to run a camera, but I have no clue how this stuff works.
Jess, explain what's going on here.
Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing. Kind of. Here's the reproduction of this thing. Made a mold, almost didn't work, but it did. I'm going to mix all of this junk up and then pour it into here and then put his face in there. And then hopefully he'll be a big, sexy, sparkly vampire, right?
No sparkling. Don't call it a vampire, it's level 2.
We've been hanging out in the pavilion, smoking cigars, drinking beers. Jess is working super hard to get this costume ready, and you can see them right here. Shh, be quiet. They're in the window here. Oh, never mind. It's just Brad. He's working hard too, but not right at the moment. Not that anyone is. Mask. This calls specifically for 12 speed Sunbeam standard type model or similar mixer. Well, we were worried we didn't have that because we only had a 7-speed mixer and we didn't think it was going to work. But luckily Lance's dad came through. With the Sunbeam, how many speeds? 12. How the hell does that happen? It's still on, isn't it?
Start at lowest speed to mix ingredients. Slowly, over the course of 30 seconds, increase to speed 12. Froth at speed 12 for 2 to 3 minutes, or until just over half the bowl is filled with foam. Note, if foam reaches volume sooner than 2 to 3 minutes, add remaining minutes into the deammoniation speed 4. Once volume is reached...
What does that last sentence mean?
I don't know.
Those are like words that don't form a sentence together, I feel like.
What's his face? What's that guy who wrote Star Wars?
Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking.
George
Yeah,
Lucas. Stephen Hawking wrote Star Wars.
What's in the bag, maybe?
What's in the bag?
What's in the bag?
Look at that.
Thing is, it was affected by the pulling it out because it wasn't done curing. It looks good now, but it's gluing it on his face because it's not done curing. It's not going to stay that way. That's why I didn't want to rush it, and I wanted to put it in for a little bit longer because then, you know, it could have worked, and now it's just big waste.
So as is usually the case, we ran into major problems right before we're about to shoot, and we don't know what the hell we're going to do.
Our schedule is now, well, we don't have a schedule now.
Decimated.
Yeah, because now we don't know what we're going to shoot.
Probably just start drinking, and then the
Go
movie
from
will
there.
get done somehow. I don't know.
Normally how it works.
Yeah, it works most of the time. We'll see if it does again.
What time is it? 3 a.m. We're going to find out if the prosthetic worked after almost 7 hours of baking. Stuck.
I think we have a success. Gentlemen?
Oh!
I think we have a success.
So that's the end of the weekend, and we got Mr. Russian right there cleaning up. So this weekend was kind of a bust, but we did pretty well actually. We got a mask that we're going to use to film our movie in a couple weeks when we come back. We got our shot list so refined it's down to a science. We know exactly where we're going to be, when, what we're doing. This is the part that's not as fun as the drinking and the cigar smoking and all that stuff, but this is the part you have to do or else your movie's going to suck. And I don't know, what else? We had a barbecue, we drank some beers, I camped in a freezing cold tent. I'd say that's a pretty good weekend even without accomplishing anything. So we'll see you in a couple weeks right out here.